My tutors would lock me up again, and this time, every window in Bikina House would be nailed shut. "I'm not allowed to be touched," I snapped, clawing at the Alagbato's grip. His skin felt smooth and hot, like clay left to harden in the sun. "Not allowed? You're small enough to be carried. I am told human children need affection." "Well, I'm not human," I shot back in triumph, "so put me down." "Who told you that, little girl?" "No one," I admitted after a pause. "But they all say it behind my back. I'm not like other children." This was possibly a lie. The truth was, I'd never seen other children, except in the market caravans that passed Bikina House from a distance. I would wave from my window until my arms grew sore, but they never waved back. The children would stare straight past me as if our compound, manor, orchard, and houses enough to make a small village, were invisible to anyone outside. "Yes," the Alagbato agreed grimly. "You are different. Would you like to see your mother, Tarisai?" I stopped resisting at once, and my limbs hung limp as vines. "Do you know where she is?" My mother was like morning mist, here, then gone, vanished in clouds of jasmine. My tutors bowed superstitiously whenever they passed her wood carving in my study. They called her the lady. I delighted in our resemblance, the same high cheekbones, full lips, and fathomless black eyes. Her carving watched as my study brimmed with scholars from sunup to moonrise. They chattered in dialects from all 12 realms of the arid empire. Some faces were warm and dark, like mine and the lady's. Others were pale as goat's milk with eyes like water, or russet and smelling of cardamom, or golden with hair that flowed like ink. The tutors plied me with riddles, shoving diagrams into my hands. "Can she solve it?" "Try a different one." "She'll have to do better than that." I didn't know what they were looking for. I only knew that once they found it, I would get to see the lady again. "This will be the day." The tutors gushed when I excelled at my lessons. "The lady will be so pleased." Then, the palisade gates of Bikina House opened, and my mother glided inside, detached as a star. Her shoulders glowed like embers. Wax-dyed cloth clung to her torso like a second skin, patterns zigzagging in red, gold, and black. She held me to her breast, a feeling so lovely I wept as she sang. "Me, mine, she's me and she is mine." The lady never spoke when I demonstrated my skills. Sometimes she nodded as if to say, "Yes, perhaps," but in the end, she always shook her head. "No, not enough." I recited poems in 8 different languages, hurled darts into minuscule targets, solved giant logic puzzles on the floor, but each time it was no, no, and no again. Then she vanished in that haze of heady perfume. At age 5, I had begun to sleepwalk, padding barefoot through the smooth plaster halls of our manor. I would peer in each room, walking and whimpering for my mother until a servant carried me back to bed. They were always careful never to touch my skin. "I cannot find your mother," the Alagbato told me the night of my attempted escape. "But I can show you a memory. Not in my head." He dodged my attempt to seize his face. "I never store secrets on my person." The lady had forbidden people from touching me for a reason. I could steal the story of almost anything. A comb, a spear, a person. I touched something and knew where it had been.